Shalom, grand rising, beautiful morning to everyone. This is your girl, Black Karen, and I'm just blessed to be able to get up this morning and land my feet on a foundation, able to look out the window and see what's going on outside. And for my provision, it was beautiful, but just to be able to see another day is a blessing. Okay. So thank you guys so much for joining me on Black Karen. I'm going to always feed you positivity here on this channel. I'm going to always feed you positivity when I'm not even on the podcast. If you just give me a call, if you just pass me up in public, I'm going to always say something positive to you. And that's something that we have to work on as individuals is speaking positivity to others. And when you speak positivity to others, it comes back to you. Okay, so that's one thing that we really have to learn. All right, thank you guys so much. Again, I can like jump on the deep end and start talking about something and just forget about everything that I planned on talking about before I got on here. But thank you guys for joining me on Black Karen. If you're on YouTube or if you're a part of the private group, I just want to say thank you for your love and your support. Make sure that you spread the word around. Let people know that I am here. Let them know that I'm on here spitting some real shit, like for real. Support, continue to support and continue to love me as I continue to bring you wonderful content that will help you expand your mind, will help you uh, look at life a little different, something that will help you change your mindset. Okay. So that's the purpose of Black Karen. So I just want to do that really quick and say thank you. Now, I posted earlier on Facebook that I was going to come on live and talk about how to be a rib for your mate and how to stay in honor. So, y'all, please excuse me. I don't know if y'all can hear my stomach growling, but I have I have been really working on my food intake and just trying not to do too much. Just really trying to clean my system out from a lot of this trash that I have consumed throughout the years. I'm about to be 40 at the end of this month. So I felt like it was time to do something a little different. Um, but let's just jump right on into this. And I really want to talk about this because, ladies, women, women, some of us are getting out of control with our mouths. And that right there is going to get us in a hell of trouble. And I mean HE double hockey sticks. Our mouth is going to get us hell of trouble. And we need to learn how to sometimes shut down, and we're speaking on things that we shouldn't speak on to others. And we're becoming aggressive in certain situations and only to prove that we're the baddest bitch in town. Let's be all the way real. And where that comes from is a lot of the TV that we confined ourselves to. We watch a lot of reality TV. Let's be honest, we watch a lot of reality TV. We sit in our phones for hours throughout the day, hours and hours and hours watching TikTok videos. And I'm not trying to, bash any of these social groups, media apps, or anything like that, but I'm just kind of pointing out the obvious of some of the things that we confine ourselves to. And so when we're watching these reality shows and we see, baby, she got to go out and get the latest, designer person. I ain't gonna throw no designer names out there, y'all, because y'all know I do a lot in the fashion industry. So I'm not gonna throw names out there, but we go, we want to get the latest purse, the latest shoes, the latest outfit. We want to make sure we have the latest weave sewn in our head, the latest lashes, if they 3D, mink, whatever. We want to have all this going on with ourselves, but our mouth, we are so messed up when it comes to who we really are. And that's just the outer appearance. But I'm not going to jump too much into that part. That's going to be a whole nother podcast. And I think I see comments coming across here, and I'm going to try to fix my screen because I know if there's anyone saying anything, I want to be able to see it. I think I have it up. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Okay. So we have to learn how to shut down in certain situations. But where are our husbands and our mates, husband mates? partner to remind us that that's not the way to conduct ourselves. And some of us don't have that support from a spouse to tell us, hey, that may not be the way to act. Hey, that may not be the way to dress. Hey, that may not be it. And we need that support system because I'm gonna tell you, girlfriends ain't gonna tell you. They gonna go right along with you, say, hey, 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 yeah, 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 and they're gonna agree with everything you say because we're so conditioned to doing that. We are so conditioned to doing that. But this falls into the question: why did the Most High make us to be the rib for our mates? It sure wasn't in hell to run our mouths. It wasn't for us to run our mouths and our voice about irrelevant opinions about whatever we want to run our mouth about. And this is an example I want to give to you guys a few weeks ago. And I've been really quiet about it. And I haven't really spoke about it because there's a lot to the story. And I just want to kind of give you a snippet of it. A few weeks ago, I was approached by one of these Eve spirits. Now we'll jump into the Eve spirit because you know Eve, she ate from the tree of knowledge when she was told not to, right? So that's where we have a problem at right there because she was told not to do something and she did it anyway. Adam didn't, we're not gonna get into where Adam was when Eve thought she was. Yeah, let's not go into that because you got to go into Genesis and read more and more about that. But she had this Eve spirit and she wanted to flex her power and get a reaction out of me so she can validate her actions. And me being the woman, the WOMBMAN that I am, and the rib that I am, I didn't respond to the nonsense. And that seemed to irritate the dog shit out of her. And I have I had to learn in this point in my life at almost 40 years old that sometimes you just got to be quiet. Sometimes you just got to let your spouse, your mates, handle the situation. Sometimes your words, your thoughts, or whatever you think you got going on is not important. Allow your spouse to handle the situation. That's exactly what I did, and it pissed her off because she thought she was going to go toe to toe with me and she thought I was going to break out and be like, bitch, 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 ho, let me tell you something. You got me messed up. Root the root the root. And that's what we're so conditioned into doing. And that's why we come at each other like that because we already ready to fight. And I'm not understanding that. So that made her very upset. And y'all, let me tell y'all, I pretended as if I was deaf. I did. I pretended like I didn't hear her. And she stood there, she stood there and tried me and was like, so you're gonna pretend like you don't hear me. And I still sat there like I was deaf, y'all. Deaf mute because I allowed my husband to handle the situation. It was not my place to say anything. So being a rib, you have to learn your position, and it's not on the front line with the man. Okay. It's not. And a lot of people are gonna jump off of here. A lot of people gonna say, oh shit, Karen on some shit. She's smoking something. What the hell? But no, let's be for real. It's time to shut a lot of this shit down. That us women, the things that we do, the things that we say, the way that we conduct ourselves, it's time to shut a lot of that down, to be all the way honest. Okay. So you have to learn. You have to learn your position. And it's not. And it will not. And it will never be on the front line with the man. And we have to understand that we are here to support, love, honor, and take care of our sons and daughters. That is our position as a woman. Okay. We should not be back talking, controlling the finances, controlling the home, dictating how the house will be ran. Oh, I'm getting under some people's skin right now. Oh, yeah. Some people don't like this, but it's okay. It's okay. Because I serve the Most High. And whatever the Most High tells me, Wherever he tells me I need to stand, I'm gonna stand right there, shoulder to shoulder. That's my brother, my T Dog brother, shoulder to shoulder. I'm gonna stand shoulder to shoulder with my husband, regardless. Okay, and this really goes into our mates need a strong rib that will stand by his side during his ups, his downs, his transitioning, his failures, and his success. His successful moments too, y'all. And even when he's stuck trying to figure shit out. Have you ever just stood by your mate's side when he's just trying to figure shit? You may not know, you may not even have an answer to it. You may not know what direction this family needs to go, but you still stand by his side and you trust and you believe that everything's going to work itself out because when your mate when he only speaks to the most high, when he only serves the most high, when he only goes to the most high for direction, I have nothing to worry about. When I'm standing shoulder to shoulder with my husband, I have nothing to worry about because I know that he answers to him. I know that he prays to him. I know that he trusts the most high. So there's no need for me to worry. And I know that my husband will make a way and find a way for this family. So, y'all, it's time to wake up. It's time to wake up. Which goes into the question, what makes a successful marriage in a relationship? And a lot of people want to know this. A lot of my single friends, and I have a lot of single friends. I have a lot of single girlfriends out there that's like, girl, I just want a husband, y'all. I just want, ooh, I can't wait for that day. And ooh, that's when I shut down and I don't really say anything because you have to be ready for that husband. You have to be ready for that spouse, that mate, that partner, however, everyone has their titles of however they want to call it. But you have to be prepared for that. Okay. And going into a successful relationship or creating a successful relationship, because you don't really actually go into a relationship and it's just like, bam, everything just boom, cool. We got it. It doesn't go like that. It's a lot of building of a foundation. It's a lot of building of trust. It's a lot of building of love. It's a lot of building of support. And when a solid foundation has been structured, and a husband and wife have a clear understanding of their overall goals to meet that will be passed down from generations on top of generations is when our right is when we're on the right path to a successful relationship. Can I say that again? I like that. And that came to that dropped in my spirit this morning when I said, you know what, I want to get on Black Karen and really talk some real stuff that we're not really talking about. So let me just say that again. When a solid foundation has been structured and a husband and wife have a clear understanding of their overall goals to meet that will be passed down to generations on top of generations is when we're on the right path to a successful relationship. And I vouch for that. And I'm going to tell you why. Because coming into our relationship, my husband and I, and I'm giving my personal testimony, I'm not going to lie, I was still of the world. I still felt like whatever the hell I had going on was so far more important than whatever the hell he had going on. And the Most High had to sit me down and say, okay, Karen, things are going to change. And you're not going to like it, but it's going to be the best thing for you. And one thing that I noticed about our relationship now is that we talk about finances. We talk about credit. We talk about building businesses. My husband has made me go back to all the businesses that I started many years ago, and he's made me revisit every last one of them. And he's like, let's put a plan together. How are we gonna execute this? How are we gonna take this business to the next level? Let's get financing for this business. Let's get our business credit together. Let's get our personal credit together. You know, and we're setting goals. That's like so important that we set goals together as one because we are one. We set goals. And I struggled for years with being submissive because like I said, I thought what I had going on was far more important until the Most High sent me what I needed. And this is way before. Thank you guys. Thank you. I love y'all. Thank y'all. Because it takes a strong woman to get on here and really give her testimony and to really speak on something without being attacked by those Eve spirited women. So, and there's a lot of them floating around here. So if y'all don't see me getting out much and y'all always see me with my husband, it's because I choose not to be around those kind of spirits. I can't take it. I don't like it. It's uncomfortable. Because I'm on a higher vibration. And so all that hating and talking bad about each other or flexing and all that other stuff, I'm not down with that. So I just don't affiliate myself around it. So let me get back to what I was saying, y'all. Y'all know I like to roll my boat gently down the stream. Okay. So I struggle, and I'm gonna go back and say this because y'all know I read from my notes. I struggled for years with being submissive because I thought what I had going on was far more important until the Most High sent me what I needed. And this is even in my previous marriage. Okay. This is my second go round and my last go round. Okay. Um, what I needed was far more, and I hope I say this right. What I needed was far more than what I thought and what I thought I should have. And sometimes the Most High will give you something that you just really can't see yourself having. It's like you get stuck like, no, this ain't what I want, but you got to understand it's what you need. And I'm happy to say that I needed my husband. You know what? I needed my ex-husband too. I needed my ex-husband to open my eyes to a lot of things that I did not see. And I needed my husband, my current husband now, to show me the world, to show me something different, to um to embrace a lot of things in my life that I may not have known how to embrace. So I needed both of them, to be honest. Let's not, hey, for all you women out there with your exes, don't just toss them away and say they weren't no good. They ain't do nothing. They ain't contribute nothing. No, they did. But the Most High will always give you what you need. And I needed my husband for this appointed time right now. This very moment, I needed my husband. So, ladies, we have to understand that um, our mates are not here to control us or to take anything away from us. Okay. They are placed in our lives to be the head, to teach us, to provide the best way for us as the Most High leads them on the path of righteousness. Our mates are here to pour into us because let's be all the way honest. If anything was to happen to them, if anything was to happen to them, we will be able to find our way through this world that has been set up to break families apart. And I think about that every day. And it's not to think negative or to think the worst. But let's be all the way honest. If we were to wake up one morning, let's just say my husband decides to go ahead and go on to be with God, um, I need to be able to stand on my 2 feet and do what I need to do to continue to pull my family through. And the way that this world has been set up, it's been set up for evil, and it's been set up to tear families apart. And you know what? They doing a hellified job with the shit. They doing a hellified job with it. And I'm about done. I'm done with my notes, so now I can freestyle and wrap this up with you guys. The world, the de facto, they doing a hell of a job of tearing and ripping our families up because we are inflicted by commerce. And if you don't truly understand what I'm talking about, you need to get somewhere and sit down and shut up and learn something. And that's what I had to do because I thought I knew everything. I thought I had it all together. Just because I've been on national TV, I've been on Steve Harvey, I've been on Divorce Court, I've been on all these different outlets. I've been around so many, I've rubbed elbows with so many great people. but my life was still ricocheted. My life was still just in pieces. I didn't have it all together. And so we have to, understand what's going on. We have war going on over there in Russia. We got our own war going on right here in the United States. We have our own war going on, and it's breaking families up. It's people are being evicted out of their homes. People are losing their jobs, or have lost their jobs. And now that they've opened the economy back up, people are not able to get those same jobs that they had, and now the money is funny and they're not making as much as they used to make. And, we see the gas going up. Okay, so let's not be Ray Charles to the bullshit. We see the gas prices going up, and I'm not sure how people are able to supplement this driving to work, driving back and forth to work. It's almost like people are driving back and forth to work, and the money that they're making is just to put gas in their car. Like, I am so over this shit, y'all. I am so over it. And I just thank the Most High that He has put me in a position. He has put my husband and I in a position where we don't have to be confined to that at all. So I love y'all. And I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up because, yeah, I do. Rent too. Rent. Yeah, you right. Whoever said that, rent is gone up, y'all. And I'm going to be, can I be all the way transparent with y'all? Even your, what do they call it? Your income based apartments, even those have gone up to like $1,000 for a 1 bedroom or a 2 bedroom. Rent has gone up. Groceries, food has gone up. Everything, inflation, inflation, inflation. We are inflicted with commerce right now. And like I said, if y'all don't get y'all tail somewhere and sit down, because I promise you, what you think is important right now is really not important. You have to get in position for this transition that is going on, and it's only going to get worse. It's only going to get worse. And so I thank the Most High for our mentor, Tazadak Shah. I thank him. I thank him so much for being obedient, taking time out to teach us. We have like all of his books. And if I'm not sitting around doing anything, I promise you my face is in a book, and I'm reading and I'm reading and I'm filling my brain up with knowledge that's going to get me through this system that they have set up for us to be failures. They have set this all up for us to be failures. But if you don't get a grip of your mind, if you don't get a grip of your mindset, if you don't get a grip of yourself and stop being of the world, you're going to get lost in this bullshit. And I refuse to, because I know the fucking truth. I know the truth, and I will not. I will not. So, you guys, if you are not doing anything today, if you're wanting to really expand your mind and get somewhere, and they may flag me on this, and I don't really give two shits if they flag me on this, because I'm going to speak the truth to the day I die. As I continue to learn the truth, I'm going to keep spitting the truth, because I want to help those that need and want the help. If you're not doing anything, look up Tazadak Shah, Deprogramming Enlightener on YouTube. Amazing guy. Love him to pieces. I love my whole T-Doc family. We just left Atlanta a couple of weeks ago at the Creditors Conference. It was a wonderful conference. We've learned so much. It just pumps my husband and I up. It encourages us to keep going. It encourages us to just continuing to do the Most High's will. So if you're not doing anything, look them up on YouTube. And I want to kick a shout out to, and I was supposed to call my mentor yesterday. I want to kick a shout out to my mentor, Sophia Stewart. A lot of you guys may have heard of her name. She is the mother of the Matrix. She is the woman that wrote the Matrix. So she is my mentor, and I try to reach out to her. She lives out in Vegas. I try to reach out to her um, as often as I can, to just kind of see how she's doing, and she checks in on me and everything, and we kind of get into our group. We may get on the phone and get into our group conversations. And so it's nothing like being surrounded. Let's just say that it's nothing like being surrounded with people that are speaking your language, that are on the same vibration as you. And that's what we really have to focus on, is getting around those people that we can have certain conversations around. Um, Not a lot of my so-called friends are having backroom meetings about credit and building credit and uh, finances, and how can we like work together to like make $1 million in 3 days. Like nobody's talking that lingo at all. So since no one is talking that, I just kind of go on to my little corner and do me, and not worry about what everybody else got going on out here. So you guys, thank you so much for joining me on Black Karen here on YouTube and in the private group. I appreciate you guys as always. I love you. I thank you so much for your support. I'm getting ready to get out and go walking at the lake. It is a beautiful day. I know it's been cold. I don't know if it's supposed to get colder. I don't know if it's supposed to snow. I don't know what the hell is going on. But I'm going to get out there and get some vitamin D on this skin and just enjoy the day. And I have a few projects that I'm working on that I'm going to finalize today. I cannot wait to release the information to you guys. I cannot wait. It's so exciting. It's long overdue, but it's coming out at the right time. I think this is the right month. March. Yeah, this is it, y'all. That's it. March is the month. So y'all make this count. It's 31 days in March. Make this shit count. Like just do something that you just been kind of holding yourself back from doing. You've been thinking about it. You don't know if you really just do it. Cause I'm gonna do it. And we're gonna all do it together. And then we're gonna all sit around and have coffee and brunch, and we're gonna laugh about it and how we executed something that we thought we would never execute, and how successful we are at the end of the day. All right. I love y'all. Stay lifted up. And I'll catch you next time on Black Karen. All right. Make sure you go to YouTube and you subscribe, you hit that notification bell, and you give me a thumbs up and leave a comment. Let me know you were there and that you heard this episode of Black Karen. All right, y'all. Peace and love.